Okay. Recording is live. How you doing, Christopher?
Hey, Fernando. Good evening.
Evening. So we are live, 18th of February, 2022. I feel like this has been a long day in the making. So we're finally here, live and in charge, and we're making our first official upload to the Patriot Exchange YouTube channel. For those who don't know us, I'm Fernando Billio, co-owner of the Patriot Exchange, and I have Christopher with me, who's the other co-owner of the Patriot Exchange. And together, we're going to be putting out a series of videos, hopefully weekly, but obviously, life, families, work life. It can be more, it can be less. But our goal is to put out weekly videos for you guys to have you guys updated on all things Patriot Exchange, all things crypto market, all things regarding what's going on, trends, integration of cryptocurrency and blockchain technologies, and just overall where we're at as a kind of a state of the culture, but for crypto. I know Silver Fox is well known, or Christopher, known as Silver Fox in our community, is well known in our community for the Patriot Exchange, which we do have a Discord, Facebook page, Telegram, the Reddit page, and I believe we have a Getter and a I forgot the name of the new site we're on. You gotta give me the name to that one.
Hey, Getter was the last one that I thought that we signed up to. Truth Social's not out yet.
True Social, that's the one. True Social, which when that goes live, we'll be on there as well. But we're on all the major platforms, and we also are very active for our email, which is info@patriotexchange.com. But our primary source is our communication platforms for the community. Before we continue on, I promised Christopher that I would do a good job of introducing myself. He had a fantastic interview with Kevin Allen on the Kevin Allen Show not too long ago, and I was unable to make that interview. So I'll give myself an informal introduction. I myself is named Fernando Billio. I got into crypto about 2016, 2015. I didn't seriously start getting into the actual space until 2017 when I started up a community takeover project called Kubo in 2017. And it's actually through that project that I had the pleasure of meeting my then investor, but now partner, Christopher. But as for myself, I've traveled throughout the United States, meeting with many people, both investors, enthusiasts, crypto users, businesses, vendors, and I've socially and formally integrated myself into various groups and channels to not only keep myself informed with the actual space, but as a life-changing tool. Were it not for crypto, I don't know exactly where I would be in regards to my passions, but crypto has helped me move out my parents' house, afford me the luxury that someone at 26 years old may have not been able to afford. And it has allowed me to engage in the world in a way that I never would have previously. I've made friends with people across the seas in the European countries. I've had great conversations with many of our good folks in the Asian Pacific area. And then obviously here in the good USA, I have met some of the best people in my life. Jared, who is our lead developer and one of our core team members, is one of those fine folks. You will know him as Repo in our community channels. But I was just last year at his wedding. So were it not for crypto, I wouldn't be at this amazing wedding and obviously make such a good lifetime friend. So personally, crypto, I have a business interest in, but outside of the business, I have a personal stake in it because I truly believe crypto has fundamentally shaped the way I view the financial markets, both traditional and now the alternative, soon to be the traditional, but also how I engage with people in and out of the crypto space. I'm more fiscal in I'm more fiscal in the way I approach my day-to-day life, and just the way I engage in day-to-day commerce has just radically changed for the good, I believe. Especially now as we see inflation hitting new highs, money being printed left and right by institutional buildings with governments pushing that agenda. I believe now more than ever in the time of first world countries history, we have to be more fiscally responsible, more financially aware of what's going on with our money or our assets. So that's who I am in a nutshell. Outside of work, just a everyday American, married. Hopefully soon we'll have kids, and looking to spread my wings and take hold of the American dream, picket fence and all. So with that, I want to transition back to Christopher as we go into a little bit about what the Patriot Exchange is and showcase actually our new updated 1.2 version website for the Patriot Exchange before we get to the actual exchange platform itself.
Good, excellent. Hey, I'm really happy that the community is able to see Fernando, and you will definitely be hearing and seeing him much more as we continue to push out this content for everyone. You can see why I was attracted and kind of gravitated towards Fernando and his passion for crypto. He's the one that got me excited about it as an investor. I always wanted to invest in a cryptocurrency exchange because I liked the business model. It makes good cash flow. It makes good business sense for me, rather than something that just trades on price and pump and dump. So I like the fundamental aspects of it, and I like that we're a cash flow positive business. So I'm very happy you'll be able to see Fernando and why he's such an integral part of the partnership and what he has done in the past year of leading up to our exchange that was in beta and shifting gears. I mean, this guy really, I'd be lost and would not be able to have achieved this product of the Patriot Exchange without him in repo. And so when the idea came along that I had of the Patriot Exchange as this conservative ideology backdrop that supports a lot of the Constitution and American, conservative values, Fernando was the first person that I thought of, and thankfully he said yes. So that brings us to our amazing platform that we now have to showcase, along with the newly updated website that Repo put out. And as Fernando said the other day, we're really looking for our hyper growth to continue, and we firmly believe that the table is very, very well set for the entire world to go ahead and look in and see a quality institution with good people who have good morals and upstanding, and who are looking to do something in crypto in a good, honest fashion, and specialize in outstanding customer support, which everyone loves. So anyway, with that.
So I'm going to start off by showcasing the new website. So I apologize if you see me looking all around. I have a 3-monitor setup. So I'm just looking to make sure everything's set up correctly. But I'm going to start off with the website that Repo released for our community and obviously for our business platform actually today. So shout out to Repo, aka Jared, for those who know him professionally. So let me know if you guys can see the site. You should see a countdown in our platform logo.
Yep, love the time to the next Patriot drop.
Yes.
Now, the Patriot drop was actually, that was Repo's idea, or at least the terminology. I know we were looking to find a way to give back to our investors. I've always been a big proponent of that. Actually, Fernando's the one who, just so everyone knows, he's the one that tells me, no, that's too much. You can't be giving our stuff away. It's too valuable. So he keeps me in line because I tend to be a little bit too generous. Although for this next Patriot drop, I already did announce, and I will follow through. It's going to be double what the normal rate is for Q1. Yeah, Fernando, you were busy during that time, and Jared Repo was just like, man, don't give our coins away. I'm like, listen, we're blessed. We're doing very, very well. We love our community. We're able to do a lot of nice things, and we absolutely want the people and our investors to hold as much PATX while it's cheap and affordable, and so hopefully they can benefit in our growth as well. So, but I love that how this is, how this is just portrayed here on the main page of 55 days left till the next Patriot drop. And then so you will get a certain percentage of PATX tokens from what you hold, right, on the beginning of April. And that gets paid out quarterly, and there is 50. So we took out or minted 50 additional Patriot Exchange tokens for that single aspect of rewarding our investors. And so we only had 200 million. And then so 50 million is like 25% more is just going to our community and our investor base. So, I mean, that's a pretty significant sign of how we feel about rewarding our investors. So, you know, it's great that it's showcased right here on the main page.
Yeah, we have put out some more technical details on it through the Patriot Report, and if you want access to that, it's going to be on the website. It's currently on our community platforms, and that's a monthly newsletter I push out myself and Christopher for the community to read and again have a more up-to-date feel where we're at as a platform. And the first volume covered the actual percentages you would get based on your holdings on the Patriot Exchange. So if you're curious as to how you can participate or how much you would get based on a speculative figure, there's a nice breakdown on that first volume, which I will make sure it's on the website, but I know for a fact it's on the community platforms already. So primarily Telegram and Discord, like I've said previously. Also, us changing the tokenomics, as just to piggyback off of Christopher, we changed the tokenomics so that we can incorporate more of a community aspect while also incorporating some sort of reward structure similar to what many investors are experiencing if they get into a proof of stake or a masternode style cryptocurrency project. By no means are we trying to match percentages or trying to outdo the next guy, because we don't want to overinflate our max supply, because we've seen what happens when you continuously print out an asset. It deflates the asset across the board. But like Christopher said, we want to incorporate more of a community aspect and reward our patriots that are obviously buying into what we are and obviously how we operate. And so far, Christopher did a fantastic job for the first quarter drop. I know a lot of people are very happy receiving a little bit of bonus pretty much on their exchange. So I'm going to keep scrolling down so we can see the rest of the website. We do have a tracking site that gets updated every month. So people have an idea of the major assets on the exchange, but also some of the major assets in the market, how they're faring, how they're doing, and obviously our very own digital asset, which is the PATX token, which is just Patriot Exchange shorthand. Our light paper is up and live, uploaded on the website. That was a collaborative effort between myself, Christopher, and Repo. And again, it's just a light paper, just to give you a fundamental understanding of what we are, what we do, what is the crypto assets that we have on our exchange and that we obviously deployed using the Patriot Exchange token. And then also some extra details that we want to incorporate as an introductory explanation of what we do. There will be a longer business paper that will be added that will supplement the light paper, and that will go more into our business model, revenues, figures, and items like that for those who are more into the details and maybe want to go into a long-term investment in us as either the digital asset or the company itself, which I'm sure Christopher can give a way better description than I can. Then we have some of our features, what we are, what we offer. We do have a fiat on-ramp. So if you have a debit card or credit card or a bank account that's attached to a credit card, to a debit card, we do have the ability right now, the same way as Coinbase, Cash App, CoinMama, and various other sites to use your fiat to go directly buy a digital asset on the exchange, and it'll populate within a 1 minute to 5 minute time period on your Patriot Exchange account. So no long wait times, no need to spend hours upon hours doing KYC certifications. Our KYC for that plugin is quick, to the point, and covers you for what we need in the United States to operate correctly and properly, but also doesn't waste your precious time. Obviously, we're an exchange, hence the name. And there's just more features about online wallet. We have easy trading, pro trading, which is just different styles of trading formats. So it's not just your traditional buy and sell. We have different ways you can approach the exchange of your digital assets. And then some advantages about who we are, what we do, security being number one, privacy being number two, and then ease of use where our UI, our user interface, being number three. If you can't use it, it's no good to you. If it's not secure, you're not gonna bother with it. And if you feel like we're taking your information like many of the major corporations do, looking at you, Google, many people are not gonna trust you long-term. And without trust, there's no business. And at the end of the day, like Christopher said, we're a cash positive business looking to earn more business. So we're only gonna do that by obviously sticking to our conservative values and virtues, and also providing you guys a quality service, which we do. Then some steps as to how to register and verify yourself on the account, and what to do from there so that you can obviously take full effect and engage in all the services provided on the Patriot Exchange. And then a roadmap. This will be updated periodically with new developments, new events, and then features that we're going to add to the Patriot Exchange. Obviously, if you want a more personalized approach, you can always join the community channels or write us an email, and myself or Christopher will happily get back to you. But major events, major highlights will always go on the website and be posted on the bulletin boards on our community channels. And then just more information about who we are, token distribution, how we're distributed, pie charts, and then going from there, just more items of information about who we are, what we do. And these right now, I'm showing some core team members. We have more, but these are just some of the core guys we want to highlight. Obviously, you have Christopher, who's with me on this video. We have myself. We have Jared, aka Repo, and then we have Shane, who's a fantastic admin community member who, just like Silver Fox, is I feel like he's on 24/7. I think he's awesome. I love Shane.
He does a great job. He does a great job for us and Freedom Coin. So we're more than welcome to have him lend a hand to our project as well. Class act, quality guy, and on the same page is what we find agreeable to be posted on the chat, which is pretty much no tolerance BS stuff.
No, of course. Like I said, Shane, I do want to give a small, the Freedom Coin project, one of our first projects that we've listed, because we already listed a project because quality begets quality, as they said. And Shane has been a key member from that community that we've had the pleasure of obviously sharing in our community. So shout out to Shane and obviously the rest of the core members. Partners, so obviously Blue Lives Matter. I think I'll roll it over to you, Christopher, because this was 100% your passion project on this one.
Yeah, Blue Lives Matter. You know what? I'm continue to work with Joseph, the president. And so I just had a conversation with him last week. We are going to try to get a group chat in there with another one of his founders. And what we're going to try to do is to get Blue Lives Matter to accept cryptocurrency as payment for their goods and services, for their merchandise, as well as for like accepting tickets through their gala. There's a little bit of red tape with this about them being a 501c3 and accepting cryptocurrency. My solution is, so he already obviously is registered on our exchange. So my proposal for this is he just accepts the whatever cryptocurrency he wants on our exchange wallet, and I'll just go ahead and send him on a Venmo, a cash, or whatever in US dollars, and I'll just take the crypto right from his exchange and give him US dollars. That way he can technically accept it, but his corporation's, it doesn't jeopardize his nonprofit status, and he's just receiving straight cash flow. So we do have to try to find an end around there. But as far as a use case, New York City and all their police officers and retirees, and for them to accept cryptocurrency, that would be fantastic. So although we are, very proud to be a sponsor and support them financially and all the great work they do, they are also interested in supporting our growth in cryptocurrencies and being on the front line of adoption. So I'm looking forward to furthering our relationship as well as our a business relationship with Blue Lives Matter.
Awesome. Some of our other partners include aforementioned Freedom Coin, which is a community project based strictly on freedom worldwide. I know recently they're supporting the truckers up in Canada, and great community, great supporters. I'm a big fan of the project in regards to what they represent. I think they represent a good cause. Kevin Allen.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and we're just ironing out a few wrinkles with the new transition into Freedom Coin for deposits. So I'm working with both Vegas and support to get those pairings back online as soon as possible. But yep, fantastic community. We're cut from the same cloth as far as our values and what we support. And so, like as Fernando stated, very, very happy to have them as our first project.
Yeah, completely agree with you on that. Another partner is the Kevin Allen Show, which I know he's recently transitioned to a new platform, which I think is going to be a huge success for us in regards to audience size and new demographic. Well, not a new demographic, a demographic we wanted to originally hit. So an extension of the primary demographic we wanted to hit when we launched the Patriot Exchange a couple months ago. And I believe a fantastic podcast. Your interview with him, I believe, was one of the best ones I've seen in the space. And the chemistry between you guys, I believe, was fantastic.
Yeah, let me break this down in real simple terms. Kevin Allen Show, if you haven't been to the Law Enforcement Today website, go to it. Everything is done, top notch there. The videos, they have real constitutionalists there. They are not afraid to speak their mind, and they produce quality content and material. So Kevin being on there, they have 850,000 Facebook followers, and they get 1.2 million clicks on their site a month. So the potential is very real and very large there. So we already have our videos that Kevin has graciously, uploaded on there already. And then next month in March, I'm going to be doing another interview in his new home studio. And we're going to be committing for another 6 months, which is going to be huge. So, we're gonna make this our new home in law enforcement today. And with their large subscriber, we hope to have very ambitious growth goals, as well as support the men and women in law enforcement and their network and what they stand for. So this is going to be very exciting 6 months for us. That's why, this new website and everything that we have done, anybody who looks at our exchange and the people and the way we've gone about our business, we're not only dressed for success, but we've got a really good track record. So really, really excited about the Kevin Allen Show and his ability to help promote us nationwide.
Like I said, great guy. I love the podcast that you guys did. I believe it's going to bring in a huge market for us in regards to people that we want to help, but like conservative values, and I think have a deep appreciation for what we're providing, in my humble opinion. The last thing is a passion project between myself and Jared. It's a communication platform. We call it WeHub Space, www.wehubspace.com. If you're tired of censorship from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all the major communication platforms, WeHub Space is just another location for you to go vent your feelings, but also share with your loved ones all the things you want to share with them in an uncensored like fashion. We do our very best to provide all our users with a very, very easy to use and easy to navigate UI. So if you've ever used Facebook or Twitter, you feel right at home with this UI. And like I said, just another platform for people to voice their opinions without fear of being booted. These are just articles. As I was mentioned, the Patriot Report, it's already linked in the site. So Jared, thank you very much. So these 3 articles are all articles regarding to the exchange itself. And obviously, that's the website. So we spoke about the website. Like I said, this is version 1.2. As new developments happen, that website will be updated and tweaked. Same way these videos, as obviously the time goes by, backgrounds will change, studio equipment will change. But as I say, we're going through the upgrading process. But just to piggyback on the words you said, Sir Fox, definitely suiting up for success. So I'm super excited for where we are right now. And I actually want to show off the actual exchange itself. So I don't know if you want me to start off here or you want to start off, but
go for it, Fernando.
Awesome. So the Patriot Exchange, like some of the major exchanges that many people are familiar with, is a centralized exchange. I know right now the hot chick on the block is a DEX or some sort of decentralized marketplace for people to exchange. The problem with those, and it's the system problem I find myself when I'm speaking with people who are not crypto enthusiasts or crypto power users. If you don't feel secure putting your assets somewhere, you're not going to trade there. And it's just as simple as that. A secondary layer to that, sense of trust is being able to easily identify the core functions of an exchange. So many exchanges nowadays are trying so hard to do 1,000,001 things, and they give you like epilepsy almost with all the things they present on the actual screen. So our UI, though it's modern, sleek, it's very, very professional and polished, it's simple. And simplicity is, I feel in this world is becoming more rare occurrence. I feel like simplicity should be the norm. So on our exchange, you have a couple options in the main navigation, and you have a way to pretty much get to everywhere on the exchange with a few clicks. So we also focus on it being a low click environment. Some of the best apps, if you see them, are the apps that are easy to use, low click, very optimized. Right now, I have it on a desktop presenting to you guys, but if you use your mobile device, be it an Android like this or an iPhone, very, 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 very quick. There's no latency, there's no delay. Inputs are sharp. And that's another thing that people don't realize when you go from a high quality exchange like our own to say a mid-tier or a low-tier exchange, you can just see the lack of quality. So that is just something I want to highlight on top of our security measures and our actual support team. All our items are on Vault, our assets, so it's not just on some sort of server in the middle of nowhere with an open wallet that anyone can access. No. We have a Vault, and encrypted. You need 2FA, user registration, certification verifications, and on top of that, in the event that, let's say, there's a situation that arrives, we actually have real personnel. It's not just automated machine that's been set up to respond to concerns. You have people like myself, you have people like Christopher, who's been doing a fantastic job of engaging with the community and alleviating any concerns and removing any doubt. It's different, and anyone can relate to this. It's different when you pick up the phone and you get an automated robot voice versus when you pick up the phone and you hear an actual person. Just off the first impressions, you feel more at ease and you feel like you actually matter versus just being a number on a ticket. So we pride ourselves on that. No matter how big we are, we're going to try our very best to always provide a human to human interaction when it comes to support, but also make sure our security is second to none, because we want to make sure that you feel confident putting your assets on the Patriot Exchange. Even if it's just a hold, we want you to feel confident in that. I'm not saying we're the best in the world, but I feel confident putting us against anyone in the market right now. Anyone. name the exchange. I feel confident going against it. That's how good I feel about our tech, our team, and our fundamental code. So with that, I'll baton over to you.
Yeah, so the exchange, one thing a lot of people ask us is, do we have an app for this? Recently, our mobile just got an update. So, you can just log into, the main website on your mobile and, it functions very, very well. I know Repo might be working on some apps at some point in time in the future.
Yes.
But he's been very, very busy getting us, up to speed to where we are in 5 months time. I can tell you,
you want
go ahead.
You want to, for those who
no, listen, go ahead and speak on it.
For those who are interested in that aspect of the app, because Christopher pointed out people are asking, we have an early version APK app files that we compiled to test on the Android device using the Android 11 and up software. So if you have an Android device that's running Android 11 or higher and you would like to help beta test, please reach out to either Christopher or myself or Jared in the community channel so that you can help us bug test, beta test. But we're already, again, trying to be with the rest of the competition and supersede them. We're already working on a secure, easy to use Android app. So I didn't mean to interrupt, but we've already been beta testing.
No, I touched on it. I didn't know, I didn't know how much to speak on that. So yeah, listen, we're constantly pushing, trying to evolve to, give our clients, what they want. That being said, the mobile did just get an update, so you can just log on to the regular site and it's fast, it's flawless. It works great. I know everybody's like, hey, is there an app for this? Is there an app for that? First and foremost is the security. It's easy to use. You can use it on any mobile device. That being said, we are looking to develop the apps, and Repo is looking to do that for us, but he's only one person and he works very hard, on his day job anyway. But, we wouldn't be here in 5 months without him just setting up all of the IT and everything that gets involved in the communication and his knowledge. So, and his level of commitment, just like Fernando and I mean, that's why we can say, very confidently, we're really encouraged in this next year to continue our growth and, to continue to put the best product forward.
And as you talk, Christopher, I'm just showcasing different pages.
Yeah, no. Yeah, go right ahead. Hey, so, while Fernando's scrolling through all this, you're going to see a lot of, red minus numbers. And, that's indicative of today's market that we're in. And you know what? We're going to finish up this video with just a touch on the current cryptocurrency market. So, listen, Bitcoin is trading at like 40,100. And it has already, completed its 50%, pullback from its all-time high of 69,000, came down and touched, 34.9, I believe. So Bitcoin's done that before and it's done it again. And, it seems like it did that a long time ago, and we haven't moved off that 35,000 number too much, right? Still hovering around 40,000. And then so my concern was, I said, what was going to be exciting a couple months ago was going to see how interest rates in Bitcoin were going to coexist because they've never had to. Bitcoin it's been the easiest trade that everybody on Wall Street has been doing, including big institutional money and hedge funds. They'd short the US dollar and then they would buy Bitcoin. And so, we had the wind at our back for a very, very long time because the dollar was continuing to decline, and to protect their buying power, all that big money, institutions and retail investors alike, they would buy Bitcoin because Bitcoin was going up. So, that trade is effectively over. and we're establishing a new trading range with interest rates that are probably going to be coming on for the next couple of years. So that's the bad news as far as that. We've lost the easiest trade where everybody just keeps pouring money, and all those pullbacks, kept getting bought. That's not happening. Every pop just gets sold off with a higher level of volume. It's a little concerning. A positive metric on that is that I think that the pricing of Bitcoin right now has already priced in probably 3 or 4 rate hikes this coming year, and is also priced in some kind of conflict with Ukraine, right? So, Bitcoin is weathering an awful lot right now. On top of that, it doesn't trade in a box by itself. It's always trade with the market to some degree, and the Nasdaq's been getting absolutely slaughtered. So the market's been getting pulled back. People have been losing some money when people need to raise capital. There's people still have a lot of profits in Bitcoin. It wasn't that long ago, it was 15, 20,000. And so 20,000, there's still a lot of profit there. So when people start to panic, they can sell out of it. So I'll just give you my opinion that even though I think there's a lot of talk about Bitcoin having a lot of difficulty getting back to 70,000, its use case and its fundamentals, in my opinion, are getting a lot stronger. And I think that due to the regulatory clarity that's coming about with the Federal Reserve and some with the SEC, and we're going to have some much clearer regulations. And I think that's going to pave the road for some more mass adoption and more people to get involved in the space. If you could just look at the Super Bowl, if you watch the Super Bowl, how many crypto ads that we saw on there. So despite the fact that we do have all of these headwinds, you could say, well, we're trading at around 40,000 with all of those things. And so as soon as some of these other things, become clear, I think that we're going to end up actually in the next 6 months having a pretty good percentage gain. I know that's a contrary opinion to most, but anyway, that's just how I see it.
Again, for those who don't know or have not yet joined our Telegram, Christopher does a fantastic job every other day, dropping 2 to 3 minute clips, kind of like a extended TikTok video, giving daily indicators on what's going on in the market. I look forward to it. It's one of my favorite little things just to watch throughout the day. And I know many share my opinion. So if you want more items like that, I'm going to try my best to extract those videos and put it on our YouTube page. So those who are going to follow us on YouTube can watch it. But if you want a live reaction, and you have any questions, comments on what Christopher sees in the market, and obviously any other traders that we have in the chat, highly recommend you join our Telegram and obviously our other community members. On a side note, I wanted to go back to our new website, and I wanted to just highlight, if you are a project and you are looking to list on the Patriot Exchange, we do have a listing application. It's the last option in our main navigation. It will take you to a Google form that is only accessible by the core team. And obviously, once the application is filled out and all necessary information has been exchanged, myself or Christopher or both will obviously meet with the leader of said project or the community member that represents said project and do our best to obviously integrate your community and your project on our exchange. I know our hope is to add as many projects of quality as possible, so that not only can we grow the exchange and the platform, but obviously increase our ability to do outreach and help those who share our values, like Blue Lives Matter, for example. So with that, one more thing I wanted to touch before we wrap up this video. If you have any questions about the Patriot Exchange and you want to know more, I highly recommend you leave a comment on this video. And I will link in the description of this video our website, our exchange, our main community platforms, and our email so that you can reach out and get in contact with us. And obviously, we do our very best to get back to you within a reasonable time frame, which for us is typically within the 24-hour cycle, sometimes even faster. So with that, again, I am Fernando, joined by co-owner Christopher, and this is one of many videos that we're going to have on this YouTube channel. And if YouTube censors us because they think we're saying the wrong thing, I'll make sure that we bridge all our videos over to Rumble and other supporting platforms. So with that, I hope you guys have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And you want to end with our motto? That's the only thing I haven't shared yet.
What were you going to share?
Our motto. Yeah, that could be our end.
Hey, yeah. I'll let you put a bow on this thing right after I'm done. Hey, so the Patriot Exchange, all of these quality assets that are on there, we realize that we list nothing but really good vetted projects, and so people's hard-earned money, and they're looking to have good returns, right? Something that they can count on and not have to worry about. The PATX token. If you're looking for a reliable investment opportunity in a cash flow positive business that's business minded, our price is very, very low for the infrastructure, the quality of the product, and the team that we have behind it. So, we are blessed to have a lot of great community members who are very passionate and strong, and continue to buy our token. And if you look at our chart, you can see that there's been a very, very large amount of buying interest in that, and I think you're going to see that to continue. So again, if you have any questions about the Patriot Exchange or the investment opportunity in PATX, the native exchange token, don't hesitate to reach out to me or Fernando. We're excited about this investment opportunity and the future growth of this company.
All right, so with that, I think it's gonna wrap up this video with the company motto. It's kind of our calling card, I guess we want to call it. I don't know what the appropriate term would be, but I like our motto. I think it's the best way of saying it. We're obviously proudly American and boldly conservative. So I'm super, super excited for the feedback on the video, and then obviously interacting with you guys in the comments, community channels, and obviously all our other communication mediums. So once again, have a great morning, afternoon, evening when you watch this video, and looking forward to interacting with you.